All right, sitting down, got my cup of coffee. What are we doing today? Burnt myself. So we took a little time and did some art stuff, made some things look pretty. I figured this time we'll do some scripting, right? Let's make things functional a little bit. I've been taking some time and thinking about like how I want my game flow to work, you know? Specifically when it comes to my maps and the transition between levels and things like that. I mentioned in an earlier video that I wanted to do some kind of like procedural type stuff. And I don't want to go like fully procedural because it probably, it just like break my brain. Yeah, I'm not that smart. So, but I do want to kind of keep things a little bit randomized. So, yeah. So there's this genre of game. They're called like roguelikes or roguelites. And I'll be honest, I don't fully understand the difference between the two. So I'll probably kind of use the words like interchangeably. So if I use the wrong one, don't get mad at me. I'm not that smart, okay? From my understanding, these games typically involve things like elements of randomness, procedural generation, permadeath, being able to up your stats in various ways. I could be completely wrong once again. I'm not an expert on this topic, like at all, right? Like obviously, duh. I just know that like there's certain elements there that I like the sound of, I like the idea of. And I've played certain games like this that I've really enjoyed, things like Hades, it's a big one. It's fantastic if you haven't played it. Rogue Legacy back in the day was also like one of my favorites. I played like that forever. And you hear it all the time. People say things like, make the game you want to play. But I digress, sorry, I got like a little squirrel brain going on here. The reason I bring all this up is because, like I said, I don't want to do completely just procedural generated map. That'd be insane. What I want to do, I think, is to create just like a bunch of smaller maps and then kind of randomly cycle between them with a couple areas that will always be permanent, right? Like boss levels or something. Yeah, that's my plan. We'll see how it goes. So I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I do know that if we're going to be transitioning between maps, we're going to need some maps. Let's do that. And kind of just delete the things I don't need, I guess, right? I know I need that. Don't need you. All right, this is a good base, I think. I do think I'm gonna throw some just random stuff in here though, just so I can differentiate between them. Okay. All right, a quick breakdown here of what we did. So essentially, whenever we begin play on a map, we're getting the map name. We're setting it as a variable. Don't need that anymore. After we begin overlapping our next level volume, we're making sure that we are actually our character that's overlapping it. If we are our character, then we only want to do this once. It's getting this weird thing where we was doing it twice. I don't know why, but whatever. Let's do once. We're essentially taking our map array. These are all the levels that we want to be able to look for. We're removing the current one because I don't want to go into the same map multiple times. And then we are taking that out of our array
out of our list. And then we're finding a random one of what's left over and we're opening that. And that's our basic functionality there, right? Like, yeah. I mean, it's wonky, but it works, you know? I mean, there's some more that needs to be done to make it polished. But we'll get there, man. We'll get there. All right, so functionality aside, all these transitions are a little bit too abrupt, right? So let's add some fade stuff, make it a little smoother. So this is gonna seem like super random, but while I'm working on this, let me take a little moment to do a little bit of shameless self-promotion. So, not to brag or anything, but my wife is like super smoking hot. Like, yeah, I did pretty good for myself. Well, Inked Magazine is running their 2023 cover model contest, and my wife is fortunate enough to be able to participate in this. I know I don't have like a super massive following or anything, but like I feel like any little bit helps. So if you got the time or the interest, you know, go ahead and go over there and shoot her a vote. She's also like super big on TikTok. Like she's much more popular than I am. She's also much funnier than I am. So if you like funny short videos, then go ahead and go check her out under FitzMcGee1212. Voting starts February 6th, and we appreciate your support. Nice. Yeah, nice little subtle fade in. Oh, forgive me, man. I got the sniffles. All right, I'm not feeling great. Apologize. Like a friggin' boss, man. Much better. Yeah. All right. So anybody savvy with like game development and Unreal will probably be asking themselves about now, well, how if every time we load in a map, if every time we exit, it's loading up a random map that we have in a predefined list, how will we ever get to things such as like boss levels and stuff like that? Well, and I'm here to tell you, my friend, we're going to do so by utilizing our handy dandy game instance. For those who don't know, while levels will restart all of their logic when you open the level upon restarting that level, game instances live for the entire duration of your like specific session of play. From the moment you start the game till you end the game, that game instance will be persistent, which makes it useful to save variables that need to carry from level to level. That's what we're going to do. Let's do it. All right, well, that takes care of that. As you can see here, when we get, just to recap, we're tracking our current level count, how many times we've entered a new level. And when we hit a certain number, we go towards a boss level instead. You're keeping track of the number up there. 1, 4, 5, and there's our boss. But yeah, good stuff. All right, so I took some time and, you know, actually, excuse me, I've been sick. So I took some time and I started blocking out some of these maps just to kind of get a general vibe of how things are going to go. As I've been doing this, I've kind of had it in my mind that it'd be cool to have like these little levels. Excuse me, man, I have not been feeling good. All contain like their own logic and stuff like that, like their own little thing going on. This would be like, I don't know, park or a basketball court or something is what I'm thinking. A little street down here, another parking lot with like probably like a rec center or something. Maybe I'll throw like some kids' toys in there or something. I don't know. So this one, I thought we would go for like various start and exit points, right? Like maybe you start and try and find a different finish point for every time, and that changes up every time. I don't know. Figure it out. This one I had an idea of like a cliffside, so like there'd be like a tunnel that's blocked off, and then like as you're going, it explodes, and you get this horde coming at you, maybe a big guy. Like you got to keep them at bay while also taking them out in front of you. You're running, and then you get like this thing here. You got to jump over. I don't know. Ooh, don't fall off the cliff. Maybe some falling rocks. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know anything. For this one, I thought it'd be cool if there was like this weird fountain thing in here with like tentacles or something you gotta stay away from, while like zombies are coming at you and stuff like that. And they're kind of hard to kill, you know, kind of a pain in the butt. Maybe a big one in the center that's like reaching at you and trying to hit you. You're going around this thing in a circle, and you finally kill it, and you come over here like thinking you're gonna exit, and then suddenly there's 3 of them because yeah. Because why not? This hardness is fun. I don't know. We'll see. Once again, I don't know anything. And then when you get through everything else, you know, then you get to the boss level. Yeah, I still haven't blocked out. It's kind of where we're sitting so far. But yeah, you know, this is where we're at. It's been a lot of work so far. Like I said last time, as long as people are interested, I'll keep doing this, you know? I had a couple comments suggesting things to me, and I always appreciate that, you know? Constructive criticism, critiques, things like that. Tips help. Like I said, I'm one guy, man. So, like, I'm making this game for me, but I am doing my best to make these videos as entertaining for you as possible. So if there's anything you want to see done differently, please, by all means, let me know. And I'll see you next time. Take it easy.